Oxford electricity. We use electricity every day. We use electricity in lamps, computers, and refrigerators. We use electricity to cook, to watch television, and to listen to music. What do you use electricity for? How do we make electricity?
Discover!
Now read and discover more about electricity. Chapter 1. Electricity. Electricity is a type of energy. Energy makes things work. We use electricity to make machines work. We use electric machines in our homes, schools, and offices. We can use electricity in trains, cars, and some buses too. Electric machines help us to do many things in the kitchen. We use a kettle to make water hot. We use a refrigerator to keep our food cold, and we use a stove to cook our food. We use a washing machine to wash our clothes, and we use a dishwasher to wash our dishes. How many electric machines can you see here? Chapter 2. Electricity in Nature. There's electricity in nature. In the Arctic and the Antarctic, electricity from the sun makes red and green colors in the sky. The colors are amazing. Lightning is a type of electricity in the sky, too. Lightning has lots of energy. It's very, very hot. When you see lightning in the sky, go into your home. Lightning can give you an electric shock. That's when electricity goes into your body. Then it can kill you.
Discover!
The electric ray has electricity in its body. It uses electricity to catch and eat other fish. Chapter 3. How we make electricity. We make electricity in power stations. We use this electricity to make machines work. Many power stations use coal to make electricity. We burn the coal to make water hot. Hot water makes steam. The steam turns a turbine. The turbine turns a generator. Then the generator makes electricity. Some power stations don't use coal. This power station uses water from a river. The water in the river turns turbines. We can use wind to make electricity too. This is a wind farm. The wind turns turbines to make electricity. Chapter 4. Batteries. Some machines get electricity from batteries. We put batteries into lots of machines to make them work. Calculators, cameras, cell phones, and watches get electricity from batteries. We can take these machines with us when we move. Do you have machines that use batteries? Most batteries are small. They make electricity for small machines. Some machines use 2 or more batteries to work. Big batteries make electricity for big machines. A car battery helps a car to work.
Discover.
Some satellites have batteries too. Giant batteries make some satellites work. Chapter 5. How we get electricity. We use lots of electricity in our homes. Electricity moves from power stations to our homes. How does it get there? Electricity moves in wires. The wires take electricity from a power station. The wires take electricity to our homes, schools, and offices too. Then we can use it. Wires take electricity to sockets. We put a plug in a socket to use electricity. Electricity goes from the socket to the plug. Wires take electricity from the plug to electric machines. It's bad to put too many plugs in one socket. The socket can get too hot and burn. Chapter 6. How electricity moves. Electricity moves through some materials. Electricity moves fast through metal. Metal wires take electricity from power stations to our homes. Electricity moves through water, too.
Discover.
Don't touch electric machines with wet hands. You can get an electric shock. Electricity can't move through some materials. Electricity can't move through plastic or glass. These things stop electricity moving. Plugs have plastic on them. Plastic stops electricity moving to us when we touch a plug. Glass stops electricity moving from wires into a metal pylon. The glass stops electricity moving to the ground. Chapter 7. Stop pollution. Many power stations burn coal to make electricity. This makes pollution. What can we do to stop pollution? We can turn off lamps, computers, and other machines when we are not using them. We can have a shower, not a bath. We can get electricity from power stations that make electricity with wind or water. These power stations don't make pollution. We can also use the sun to make electricity. Solar panels use energy from the sun to make electricity. Solar panels don't make pollution. How can you stop pollution? Chapter 8. Be safe. How can you be safe with electricity? Don't put electric machines next to water. Electricity can move through water to you. Firefighters don't use water to stop electric machines burning. They use powder to stop the fire.
Discover.
Don't fly a kite next to electricity wires. Electricity can move from the kite to you. It isn't safe to put your fingers in sockets or electric machines. Electricity can move from the socket or the machine to you. It can give you an electric shock. Remember to be safe with electricity. Electricity helps us to do many things every day and every night. Electricity is amazing.
Oxford Read and Discover Level 2, Plastic by Louise Spilsbury. Introduction. We use plastic every day. There's plastic in our homes, schools, and offices. There's plastic in our toys, computers, and telephones. Is there plastic in your chair, too? What plastic things can you see here? What plastic things do you use?
Discover!
Now, read and discover more about plastic. Chapter 1. What is plastic? Plastic is a material. We use materials to make things. We use plastic to make many things in many different shapes. We use plastic to make pens, bottles, CDs, and shoes. We make plastic knives, forks, spoons, and chopsticks too. We make many different types of plastic. Some types of plastic are soft. A plastic watch strap is soft, so we can put it on our wrist. Some types of plastic are hard and strong. A plastic skateboard is hard and strong, so we can stand on it. Chapter 2. Making plastic. We can make plastic from oil. We get oil from under the ground. We can get different types of liquid from oil. We use some of the liquids to make small plastic pieces. We use the plastic pieces to make plastic things. In a factory, we make plastic pieces hot. Hot plastic is very soft. Then, we can make it into different shapes. How do we make plastic spoons? We make plastic pieces hot. We put the hot plastic in a mold. The mold has spoon shapes. The plastic gets cold and hard in the mold. Then, we have lots of spoons. Chapter 3. Bottles and boxes. We can buy juice, soda, and water in plastic bottles. Plastic bottles are strong, so they don't break. They are light, so we can carry them.
Discover!
We use 1 liter of oil to make 4 plastic bottles. Many plastic boxes are transparent. They are transparent so we can see what's in the boxes. We can buy lots of food in plastic wrap. We can buy sandwiches, salad, and cake in plastic wrap. The food is in plastic wrap to stop it going bad. Chapter 4. At Home. There's lots of plastic at home. We use plastic to make many doors, window frames, and roofs. Plastic is strong, and it stops rain getting into our homes. Plastic pipes take rainwater from our roofs. We use some plastic to make fibers. We can make plastic fibers in different colors. We use plastic fibers to make many carpets and curtains. We make lots of clothes from plastic fibers too.
Discover!
We can make paint from plastic too. We use it on the walls at home. Chapter 5. Outside. We use many plastic things outside. We make plastic toys in many shapes and colors. We play soccer with plastic balls. We hit balls with plastic bats. We fly plastic kites. We use plastic kayaks. What plastic things do you use outside? Plastic helps us to be safe when we are outside. Plastic goggles protect our eyes. Plastic pads protect our elbows and knees. Plastic helmets are light and very strong. They don't break when we fall. They protect our head. Do you wear a plastic helmet when you ride a bicycle? Chapter 6. Plastic waste. Every day, we throw away many plastic things. This makes plastic waste. Today, there's too much plastic waste. Some people burn plastic waste. This makes pollution. Pollution is very bad for us. Some plastic waste goes in the ocean. Many animals live in the ocean. The plastic waste is very bad for the animals. Some plastic things break into small pieces. Animals eat the pieces and they get sick. Some animals eat plastic bags and they get sick. Some plastic waste hurts animals too. Chapter 7. Recycling plastic. We can recycle old plastic to make new things. This is how we recycle plastic bottles to make t-shirts. 1. We take plastic bottles to a recycling center. 2. We take the bottles to a factory. 3. We break the bottles into small plastic pieces. 4. We use the plastic pieces to make fibers. 5. We use the fibers to make t-shirts. We recycle old plastic to make lots of new things. We recycle plastic bottles to make t-shirts, kayaks, chairs, carpets, and playgrounds. We recycle plastic bags and plastic bottles to make new bags and bottles too.
Discover.
We use 10 plastic bottles to make 1 t-shirt. Chapter 8. Plastic Today. We use lots of oil to make plastic. We can't make more oil. We use lots of plastic every day, and there's too much plastic waste. You can help. Don't use lots of plastic bags. Don't throw away plastic bottles. Recycle plastic bottles. Use plastic bottles to make new things too. There are plastic bottles in this boat. Can you see them? Today, we can make plastic from plants too. We use this plastic to make cups and bags. We don't use oil to make this plastic. We can grow more plants to make more plastic.
Oxford Read and Discover, Level 2, Sunny and Rainy, by Louise Spilsbury, read by Laurel Lefko. Published in copyright, Oxford University Press, 2012. Introduction. Can you see the sun in the sky? Can you see rain? Is it sunny outside? Or is it rainy? What is your favorite type of weather? What do you do when it's sunny? Do you like rainy weather? What types of weather do you know?
Discover.
Now read and discover more about the weather. Chapter 1. Sunny. The sun is a star. It's very, very hot. The sun has lots of heat and light. Heat and light from the sun come to Earth. The heat and light make Earth warm, so we can live here.
Discover.
Light from the sun comes to Earth in 8 minutes. Some places are warm and sunny all year, and they have no seasons. Some places have seasons. In summer, there's more light from the sun, so it's warm. In winter, there's less light from the sun, so it's cold. Is it warm and sunny where you live? Chapter 2. Rainy. Rain falls from clouds in the sky. There are many raindrops in a cloud. When small raindrops meet, they make one big raindrop. When there are lots of big raindrops, rain falls to Earth.
Discover.
People, plants, and animals use water to live and to grow. When rain falls, water goes into rivers. Water in rivers goes into oceans. When it's sunny, water at the top of the ocean gets warm. Some of the water goes up into the sky. Water in the sky makes clouds. Then rain falls again. This is called the water cycle. Chapter 3. Cloudy. Do you see clouds in the sky where you live? Some clouds are gray, and some clouds are white. Gray clouds have many raindrops. White clouds don't have many raindrops. When it's cloudy, big clouds stop some light from the sun coming to Earth. Cumulonimbus clouds are very, very big. When you see this type of cloud, get your umbrella. Cumulonimbus clouds have lots and lots of raindrops, and they make very big storms.
Discover.
Cumulonimbus clouds can make lightning. Lightning is very, very hot. Chapter 4. Snowy. When it's very cold in the sky, water in clouds is ice. Some ice falls to Earth. When it falls, the ice is snow. When snow falls on warm ground, the snow melts. Then the snow is water again. Some water goes into the ground, and it helps plants to grow. Some water goes into rivers. When snow falls on cold ground, it's white everywhere. When lots of snow falls on mountains, people can go skiing. When lots of snow falls on houses and streets, people can't drive their cars. Then they can't go to school or work. Chapter 5. Windy. Do you know the sun makes wind? Wind is air that moves. In the sky, there's air. The sun makes the air warm. Warm air goes up into the sky. In the sky, it's very cold, so the air gets cold. When the air is cold, it goes down again. Wind blows. A breeze is wind that blows slowly. A breeze can blow flags in the sky. Some winds blow fast. A hurricane is wind that blows very fast. When there's a hurricane, people are scared. A hurricane can blow down trees and houses. Chapter 6. Warm and wet. In the tropics, it's warm and wet all year. Many rainforests grow in the tropics. In a rainforest, trees get lots of light and rain, and they grow very tall.
Discover.
In some rainforests, There's 3 centimeters of rain every day. Many animals live in warm, wet rainforests. Monkeys live in trees, and they eat nuts and fruit. Birds fly from tree to tree. Birds eat mini beasts. They eat nuts and fruit, too. Small frogs drink raindrops on the big leaves of rainforest trees. Chapter 7. Cold and Dry. In the Arctic and the Antarctic, it's very cold and dry. A lot of the water is ice or snow. There are no trees. Plants can't grow in these places. There's white ice and snow everywhere. There aren't many animals in the Arctic and the Antarctic. There are no leaves, fruit, or nuts for animals to eat. Seals swim in the ocean to find fish. They eat lots of fish, and they get very fat. This helps them to be warm. Chapter 8. People and Weather. When it's sunny, people can get hot. Many buildings have windows with shutters. When it's sunny, the shutters stop the heat and light going in the buildings. Then people in the buildings don't get hot. When it's sunny, many people wear a hat. Then their head doesn't get hot. When it's rainy, people can get wet. Buildings have roofs. The rain falls off the roofs, and it doesn't go in the buildings. Then people in the buildings don't get wet. When it's rainy, many people use an umbrella. Then they don't get wet. What do you do when it's rainy and when it's sunny?
Oxford Read and Discover Level 2. Your Body by Louise Spilsbury. Read by Christopher Ragland. Published and copyright Oxford University Press, 2012. Introduction. Your body is amazing. It helps you to walk, work, and play. It helps you to eat, read, listen, and learn. It's important to protect your body. How does your body help you? How do you protect your body?
Discover.
Now read and discover more about your body. Chapter 1. Your skin and hair. You have skin everywhere on your body. Your skin helps you to touch things. It helps you to know when things are hot or cold. Skin stops dirt getting into your body. It stops water getting into your body when it's rainy and when you swim. Hair grows out of your skin. Hair on your arms and legs stands up when you're cold. This stops your body getting too cold. Your skin makes sweat when you're hot. This stops your body getting too hot. Protect your body. Wash every day so you can get dirt and sweat off your skin and hair. Chapter 2. Your bones. There are bones under your skin. These bones make your skeleton. Your skeleton helps you to stand up. There are joints in your skeleton too. Bones meet at joints. Elbows and knees are joints. Joints help you to move. Knee joints help you to jump and kick. A baby has small bones. Bones grow and they make you big and tall.
Discover.
Your bones stop growing when you are about 20 years old. Then there are 206 bones in your body. Protect your bones. When you ride a skateboard, wear pads to protect your bones and joints. Wear a helmet to protect your head, too. Chapter 3. Your muscles. What helps your bones and joints to walk, run, dance, and jump? Muscles. Muscles pull your bones to move your body. Muscles in your legs help you to ride a bicycle. Muscles in your arms help you to row a boat.
Discover.
There are more than 600 muscles in your body. Running, swimming, dancing, and riding a bicycle are types of exercise. Exercise makes your muscles, bones, and joints strong. Your heart is a type of muscle. Exercise makes your heart strong, too. Protect your body. Do exercise every day. What is your favorite type of exercise? Chapter 4. Your eyes and ears. Your eyes help you to see the world around you. They open and close many times every day. This is called blinking. When your eyes blink, they wash dirt out of your eyes. At night, your eyes close so you can sleep.
Discover.
Eyes blink about 15 times every minute. Your ears help you to listen to music. They help you to listen for cars in the street. Your ears can hear things when you sleep, too. Protect your eyes and ears. On sunny days, wear sunglasses to protect your eyes. Don't listen to very loud music. It's bad for your ears. Chapter 5. Your nose and mouth. You breathe through your nose and mouth. Your nose and mouth take air into your body. You breathe about 15 times every minute.
Discover.
After exercise, people breathe fast. They can breathe 40 times every minute. Your nose helps you to smell things. Your mouth helps you to talk and eat. Your teeth bite food so you can eat it. Your body uses food to live and grow. Protect your teeth. Brush your teeth after breakfast and after dinner. And don't eat lots of candy. Chapter 6. Your brain. Do you know how you read these words? Your brain tells you what your eyes see. Your brain tells you what you see, hear, and touch. It tells your muscles when to move. It helps you to write, speak, draw, and do puzzles. Your brain is amazing. Your brain works all day and at night when you sleep. At night, it makes you breathe and it makes your heart work. At night, your brain helps you to remember things that you learn in the day. Protect your brain. Wear a helmet when you ride a bicycle. Chapter 7. Getting sick. Do you get sick? Germs are things that can make you sick. Germs can get in your body when you breathe and when you eat. Germs can get in your mouth from your fingers too. Some germs get in your body when you get a cut in your skin. Wash your hands with soap and water to get germs off your fingers. Wash your hands when it's time to eat, after you go to the toilet, after you touch animals, and after you play outside. Stop germs. There are germs in a sneeze. Catch sneezes in a tissue. Then throw the tissue in a wastebasket. Chapter 8. Protect your body. Eat food that's good for you. Good food helps your bones to grow. It makes you strong, and it stops you getting sick. There's lots of water in your body. You lose water when you go to the toilet and when your body makes sweat. Drink water every day to protect your body. Go to the doctor when you get sick. And go to the dentist every year. Do exercise every day. It's good to do exercise, and it makes you happy. It's good to sleep when you are tired too. It's important to protect your body.
Oxford Read and Discover Level 2 Camouflage by Kamini Kanduri. What is camouflage? Animals use camouflage to hide. They use their color or their shape to hide. Sometimes you can't see the animals. Can you see the fish? Where is the frog? What animal is hiding in the tree? Chapter 1 Camouflage. Animals use camouflage to hide from other animals. This tiger is using camouflage to hide in the grass. The tiger has fur on its body. The fur has stripes. The stripes help the tiger to hide in the grass. Some animals look the same as trees or flowers. Birds have feathers on their body. This bird has brown and white feathers. The bird is hiding in a tree. It's the same color as the tree. Can you see the bird?
Discover.
This spider hides on flowers. On yellow flowers, the spider is yellow. On white flowers, it's white. Chapter 2 Animal Homes. Many animals are the same color as their home. This helps them to hide. Let's find a caterpillar. This green caterpillar lives on a green leaf. The caterpillar is good at hiding. It looks the same as the leaf. Many animals that live in trees are brown or green. Can you see this monkey? It's hiding in the trees in a rainforest. This mother harp seal is gray. She swims in the gray water. Her baby is white. The baby seal lives on the white ice. The mother and the baby are using camouflage to hide. Chapter 3 Winter and Summer. In winter, there's lots of snow and ice in very cold places. The animals have white fur or feathers, so they can hide. Here's an Arctic fox in winter with its white fur. Here's a grouse with its white feathers. The fox and the grouse are using camouflage. In summer, the snow melts. Some animals get new fur or feathers. Their home isn't white now. See how the Arctic fox has brown fur in summer. The grouse has brown summer feathers. Her chicks have brown feathers too. When more snow comes in winter, the animals are white again. Chapter 4. In the Grass. Lots of amazing animals live in Africa. They hide in the tall grass. Some animals hunt other animals. It's evening, and here's a hungry lion. The lion wants to hunt a gazelle. The lion is hiding, so gazelles can't see it. The lion is the same color as the grass. Gazelles use camouflage too. They are the same color as the grass. Gazelles hide so lions can't see them. When a lion sees a gazelle, the gazelle runs away. Gazelles can run very fast.
Discover!
A mother gazelle hides her baby in the tall grass. Lions don't see it there. Chapter 5. In the Water. Many animals use camouflage in the water. This frogfish lives next to coral. The fish looks the same as the coral. Can you see the fish? This flounder is a fish that lives at the bottom of the ocean. It looks the same as the stones. This hatchet fish lives in the deep ocean. It has very shiny scales. They look the same as a mirror. Light bounces off the scales, so other animals can't see the fish.
Discover!
The leafy sea dragon looks the same as a plant. Other fish want to eat it. Chapter 6. A New Color. Some animals can get a new color very fast. The cuttlefish is brown when it's on sand. When it goes on coral, it's many colors. It can make stripes and other patterns on its body too. This beetle is shiny yellow. When a bird comes to eat the beetle uses camouflage. The beetle gets a new color and a new pattern. Now it looks the same as a ladybug. The bird doesn't like eating ladybugs, so it goes away. Then the beetle can be yellow again. Chapter 7. Is it a leaf? What's this? Is it a leaf? No, it's an insect called a katydid. It's amazing. It looks the same as a leaf. Here's another insect. It's called a leaf insect. When it moves, it looks the same as a leaf in the wind. The leaf insect can have holes in its body. This looks the same as a leaf when an animal eats it. Look at these leaves. Can you see the frog? It's using camouflage. This frog lives in a rainforest. Can you find the animal here? It's a leaf gecko. See how it looks the same as the leaf. Chapter 8. What is it? Here's a stick insect. It looks the same as a small stick. At night, it eats leaves. In the day, It hides on plants and you don't know it's there. Are these stones? No, they are lithops plants. Animals think they are stones and they don't eat them. That's good camouflage. This caterpillar looks the same as a snake. It has 2 circles on its body. The circles look the same as a snake's eyes. When the caterpillar is scared, it makes the circles big. Lots of animals use camouflage to hide. How many animals can you find in this book?
Oxford Read and Discover, Level 2, Earth, by Richard Northcott. Read by Laurel Lefkoe. Published and copyright Oxford University Press, 2012. Introduction. Let's look at Earth. Let's look at oceans and rivers, mountains and forests. Earth is amazing, and it has lots of amazing places. Where is it hot on Earth? Where is it cold on Earth? Where can we find water on Earth?
Discover.
Now read and discover more about Earth. Chapter 1. What is Earth? We're in space, and we're looking at Earth. What can we see? We can see many colors. We can see land, water, and clouds. Earth is a planet. There are many, many planets in space, but there's only one Earth. Earth is our home. Millions of plants, animals, and people live here. On the land, there are forests, mountains, and deserts. Most of Earth's water is in oceans, but there's water in lakes and rivers too.
Discover.
Earth goes around the sun every year. Earth also turns every day. Chapter 2. Land. We live on the land. The land is under our feet. The land can be snowy mountains or green valleys. It can be forests or deserts. These mountains are in China. Next to the mountains, there are valleys. The mountains and valleys on Earth are millions of years old. The land can fall into the ocean and make cliffs. These amazing cliffs are in Australia. Rivers can make deep valleys in the land. These deep valleys are called canyons. Look at this amazing canyon in Peru. It's called the Colca Canyon. Chapter 3. Water. On Earth, there's water in rivers, lakes, and oceans. Most rivers come from mountains. Snow falls on the mountains. The snow melts and the water goes down the mountains. Rain falls, then more water goes into the rivers. Most rivers go to the ocean. When a river comes to a cliff, it makes a waterfall. Niagara Falls are amazing waterfalls in Canada and the USA. When the ocean is calm, the waves are small. People can swim in the ocean when it's calm. In bad weather, the ocean can be rough. The wind makes big waves. People can't swim in the ocean when it's rough. Chapter 4. Hot Places. A lot of hot places on Earth are near the equator. Near the equator, the light from the sun is strong. It's often hot in summer and in winter. There are many hot deserts near the equator. Monument Valley is in a desert in the USA. It's very hot and sunny there. There are weeks and months with no rain. In some very hot places in summer, there's no water in the rivers. Plants and fish can't live there.
Discover.
When it's hot, the lungfish makes a hole in the soil. It can live there with no water. Chapter 5. Cold Places. The Arctic and the Antarctic are very cold places. In the Arctic and the Antarctic, the light from the sun is weak. Winter is very long. It's dark for 6 months. In the Arctic, there's lots of deep snow. People can't drive their cars in the snow, so they use sleds and dogs. There's lots of snow in the Antarctic, too. Penguins live in the Antarctic. When it's very cold, they stand near their friends, so they are not cold.
Discover.
In the Arctic and the Antarctic, electricity from the sun makes amazing colors in the sky. Chapter 6. Wet Places. Do you like cold, rainy days? In some places, there are lots of rainy days. Rain isn't always cold. Rain often comes with hot weather. In India, there's lots of rain in hot weather. It's rainy there from June to September. People go everywhere with an umbrella. The rainy time in India is called the monsoon. It's very wet in rainforests, too. It's often hot and rainy. Many amazing animals and plants live in rainforests.
Discover.
This rainforest plant can eat insects. Chapter 7. Under the Land. Let's look at the land. What can we see? we can see soil. Plants live in soil, and they find water there. Under the soil, there's rock. Rock is millions of years old. Deep in earth, the rock is very, very hot. When a volcano erupts, hot rock comes out. People and animals run. They are scared. There's water under the land, too. The water can make caves. You can see amazing rock in caves. These caves are in Slovenia. They're called the Scotian Caves.
Discover.
In the Scotian Caves, the river goes under the land for 34 kilometers. Chapter 8. In the Ocean. The ocean is an amazing place. There are millions of fish and plants in the ocean.
Discover.
It's dark in the deep ocean. Some animals make light so they can see in the dark. Do you know there are cliffs, mountains, and volcanoes in the ocean? There are long, deep canyons, too. They are called trenches. They are in the ocean floor. The deep ocean is cold and dark. We can't swim there. We can't see the ocean floor. With new cameras, we can learn more about the deep ocean. Every day, we learn new things about Earth.
Oxford Read and Discover Level 2. Farms by Rachel Bladen. Read by Claire Willey. Published and copyright Oxford University Press, 2012. Introduction. Do you eat bread, eggs, fruit, and vegetables? Do you eat meat? Where does this food come from? It comes from farms. What food grows on farms? What animals live on farms? What do farmers do every day?
Discover.
Now read and discover more about farms. Chapter 1. All about farms. There are many different types of farm. On some farms, there are animals. We get meat, milk, eggs, and wool from animals. On some farms, there are crops. Crops are plants that we eat or use. We get bread, fruit, and vegetables from crops. On some farms, there are animals and crops. There are small farms and big farms all around the world. On small farms, there are animals and crops for the farmer's family. On big farms, there are animals and crops for many people. Farmers work every day. They feed and care for animals, and they plant and grow crops. Chapter 2. Crops. Crops only grow in the right weather and with water and good soil. Bananas and pineapples only grow in hot weather. Strawberries and other soft fruit grow in cool weather.
Discover.
A lot of sugar comes from a crop called sugarcane. Sugarcane can grow 9 meters high. Rice only grows in lots of water. Many farmers grow rice in terraces. Some farmers cut rice terraces into mountains. Wheat grows in big fields. We make flour from wheat. We use flour to make bread, pasta, and cakes. Chapter 3. Growing crops. Some farmers have tractors and lots of big machines to help them to grow crops. Some farmers don't have big machines. First, farmers plough the fields. Then they plant seeds. The seeds grow into plants. In hot weather, farmers give the plants lots of water. Some farmers put chemicals on their crops. Chemicals help crops to grow, and they stop animals eating crops. Some farmers grow crops with no chemicals. These are called organic crops. Later, farmers cut or pick the crops. This is called the harvest.
Discover.
Cotton is a crop. Cotton comes from big white flowers on the cotton plant. Chapter 4. Cattle. Farmers keep cattle for meat and for milk. In spring and summer, cattle live in fields and eat lots of grass. In winter, some cattle live in barns. Then they eat dried grass, called hay. Ranches are very big farms. They have lots of fields and lots of cattle. On ranches, farmers use horses to move cattle. Farmers milk their cattle every morning and evening. They milk the cattle by hand or with milking machines. We drink the milk. We also make milk into cheese, butter, cream, and yogurt. Chapter 5. Sheep. All around the world, there are sheep on farms. We get wool, meat, and milk from sheep. Sheep can live outside all year. They have a woolen coat called a fleece. This farmer is shearing a sheep. We use the fleece to make wool. Then we make hats, coats, and socks from the wool. A lamb drinks its mother's milk. Some sheep can't feed all their lambs. The farmer feeds these lambs with milk from a bottle. Later, lambs eat grass. Sheep eat grass too.
Discover.
To find its mother, a lamb listens for the noise its mother makes. Chapter 6. Poultry. Chickens and other birds on farms are called poultry. We get meat, eggs, and feathers from poultry. Free-range chickens live outside. Eggs from free-range chickens are very good for you. On other farms, chickens live in big barns with lots of other chickens. These farms are called factory farms. Ducks and geese live outside. We use their feathers to make pillows and quilts for our beds. Some farmers keep ostriches for their eggs, meat and feathers.
Discover.
An ostrich egg is as big as 40 chicken eggs. Chapter 7. Fish. There are many different fish farms. Farmers keep fish in lakes, in tanks, or in big nets in the ocean. On fish farms, some fish eat food made from other small fish. Some fish eat plants. Farmers feed the fish so they grow big. When fish are big, farmers can sell them. Farmers sell fish fast so they are good to eat. Lots of salmon come from fish farms. Farmers keep baby salmon in tanks. When the salmon are 1 year old, farmers put them in nets in the ocean. Farmers catch the salmon and sell them when they are 2 or 3 years old. Chapter 8. Other farms. We get many different things from farms. In hot, rainy places, there are lots of cacao farms. Farmers grow cacao trees. They pick the seed pods. They dry the seeds and then they sell them. People make chocolate with the cacao seeds. In hot places, farmers grow vanilla plants. We put vanilla in ice cream, cakes, and many other foods. Some farmers keep crocodiles for their skin and meat. Each crocodile has about 50 eggs. Farmers care for lots of baby crocodiles. Around the world, we get our food from farms. We also get many different things that we use every day.
Oxford Read and Discover Level 2, In the Mountains. Some mountains are cold and snowy. Mountains can be hot and dry too. Many big rivers come from the mountains. Mountains are amazing. What animals live in the mountains? What can you do in the mountains? Are there mountains where you live?
Discover.
Now, read and discover more about mountains. Chapter 1. Mountains. Mountains are high places on Earth. Earth has a crust. Earth's crust moves very, very slowly. It can move up and make mountains. Mountains are very high. Mount Everest is about 8,850 meters high. Mountains are very old, too. Some mountains are millions of years old. Volcanoes are mountains. A volcano is a hole in Earth's crust. Under Earth's crust, there's hot rock. The hot rock comes out of the volcano. Volcanoes can be dangerous. Chapter 2. People. Living in the mountains can be difficult for people. High in the mountains, there aren't any big roads. Some people don't have a car. They use animals for transportation. High in the mountains, some people don't have electricity. Look at this house. Now, look at the mountains. They are the same color. People use rocks from the mountains to make their homes. In the mountains, people grow food near their homes. Some people make terraces, and they grow food there. On some terraces, there's lots of water. People grow rice in the water. Chapter 3. Animals. In the mountains, you can see amazing animals. Golden eagles live in the mountains in Asia, North America, Africa, and Europe. They make nests on high rocks. Golden eagles have big wings. They can fly very high. They can see very well, too. They eat small animals. From high in the sky, they can see small animals on the ground. Many mountain animals have thick fur. Their fur helps them to stay warm. Snow leopards live in the mountains in Asia. They have big paws with lots of fur. This fur helps them to walk on snow and ice.
Discover.
Alpacas live in the mountains in South America. Some alpacas have very thick fur. Chapter 4. Plants. Conifers are a type of tree. Conifers don't have big leaves. They have small needles. On some snowy mountains, there are lots of conifers. Conifers can grow in cold places. Very high in the mountains, it's very cold and windy. Trees can't live there. Some plants can live very high in the mountains, but they are small. There isn't much rain, so the plants have long roots. The roots find water under the ground. Some mountain plants make strong buds. The buds can stay under the snow in winter. After the winter, the buds come out of the snow. Then, the buds open. Chapter 5. Ice and Snow. In the mountains, you can see rivers of ice. A river of ice is called a glacier. What makes a glacier? In winter, lots of snow falls on the mountains. Then, new snow falls on the old snow and makes ice. The ice moves down the mountain in a glacier. Glaciers move very, very slowly. In some glaciers, there are big crevasses. Crevasses are holes in the ice. Crevasses are dangerous. In snowy weather, people don't see a crevasse. Then, they can fall in. Avalanches are dangerous too. In an avalanche, lots of snow falls from the mountain. It can fall on people. Chapter 6. Summer Sports. In summer, some people climb mountains. Climbers have a helmet and a rope. Climbing is a difficult sport. Climbers have strong arms and legs. Climbers find good rocks for their hands and feet.
Discover.
On some mountains, there's snow in summer. Mountain biking is a summer sport. Mountain bikes have big, strong wheels. The wheels are good on rocks. Rafting is a great summer sport. For rafting, people have a helmet and a life jacket. Rafts are very strong. They can go over rocks in the water. Chapter 7. Winter Sports. Can you ski? Lots of children go skiing in the mountains in winter. They go with their family or with their school. Snowboarding is a winter sport too. Snowboarding is difficult. Snowboarders fall in the snow a lot. Good snowboarders can do amazing tricks. Do you like walking in the mountains? You can walk in snowshoes. Snowshoes are big, so you can walk on the snow. Sledding is a great sport. You can go very fast on a sled.
Discover.
In the Olympic Games, sleds can go at 140 kilometers an hour. Chapter 8. Be careful. Mountains can be dangerous. You can fall or get lost. In the mountains, helicopters come and help people. The weather in the mountains can be nice and sunny, but it can be cloudy and rainy too. High in the mountains, it is cold, so take warm clothes. Take water when you walk in the mountains. Don't drink water from a river. Take food. It's good to eat cheese, bread, fruit, and chocolate. Take a map and a compass too. Have fun in the mountains, but be careful. Oxford Read and Discover Level 2, Cities, by Richard Northcott. Read by Christopher Ragland. Published and copyright Oxford University Press, 2012. Introduction. Do you like the countryside or do you like cities? In the countryside, there are trees and fields. In cities, there are buildings, streets, and lots of people. Do you live in a city? What can you see in a city? What can you do in a city?
Discover.
Now read and discover more about cities. Chapter 1. What is a city? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. People are going to work. It's a new day in the city. What is a city? A city is streets and buildings. A city is cars, buses, and taxis. A city is people. Lots of people.
Discover.
In some very big cities, there are more than 15 million people. Now it's 11 o'clock. There are lots of people in the streets. People are going shopping. People are taking buses and taxis. Some of the people are tourists. Every day, new people come to the city. Chapter 2. Buildings. In a city, you can see lots of buildings. There are museums, schools, and stores. In some cities, there are very tall buildings. Sometimes you can go to the top and look at the city. The streets are for everyone. You can walk with your family or friends. You can look in store windows. You can watch people, cars, and buses. A mall is a street with no cars. It's in a building, and you can find stores and restaurants there. There's a big old mall in Milan in Italy. Tourists go to this mall, and they take photos. Chapter 3. Water. Many big cities are by an ocean. They have a harbor for ships. Ships bring materials for new buildings. Ships bring tourists, too. There's a big harbor in Sydney in Australia. There are nice apartments and restaurants by the harbor. Sydney is a big city, but it has lots of parks and trees. Ships can come to a city by river, too. Many cities are on big rivers. In these cities, you can find great bridges. There are bridges for people, cars, and trains.
Discover.
Pittsburgh is a city in the USA. It has more than 400 bridges. Chapter 4. Tourists. It's fun to be a tourist in a city. There are lots of things to do. You can go to a park, a museum, or a zoo. You can ride on a bus and listen to a guide. It's good to walk around a city too. You can take photos of the streets and buildings. In some cities, there are lakes. You can swim there and have fun. In Udaipur, in India, there's a big lake. You can ride in a boat on the lake. In Hanoi, in Vietnam, you can ride in a rickshaw and see the city. Chapter 5. Homes. In cities, many homes are small. Some people live in houses, but many people live in apartments. These apartments are in Berlin, in Germany. They are nice apartments. Every apartment has a balcony. There's a playground for children, too. These houses are in San Francisco in the USA. They have stairs and a balcony. There are trees and flowers in the street. These houses are 100 years old. Behind the houses, there are big new offices. San Francisco is an old city, but it has lots of new buildings. Chapter 6. Work. In the morning, people come to cities and go to work. Lots of people work in offices. They use telephones and computers, but they don't meet many people at work. Sales clerks meet lots of people at work. Sales clerks work in stores. They help us when we want to buy things. Police officers meet lots of people too. They help people in the city. They work in the day and at night. There are doctors and nurses, teachers and students, bus drivers and taxi drivers. Thousands of people work together in a city. Chapter 7. Transportation. It's great to walk in a city, but you can't walk everywhere. Many people in cities use transportation. Lots of people come to cities by car, so there are traffic jams. Cars make pollution. Cars are not a good type of transportation in big cities. Trams are a good type of transportation. They run on tracks and they don't make pollution. Lots of cities have underground trains. Underground trains are fast. Thousands of people use them every day. Some underground stations are very deep.
Discover.
One station in Kiev, in Ukraine, is 105 meters under the ground. Chapter 8. Fun. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. People are having fun in the park. They are riding in boats on the lake or talking to friends. At 7 o'clock in the evening, many people are at the theater or watching a movie. Maybe they are with their friends in a restaurant. In a city, there are lots of things to do in the evening. It's 12 o'clock at night. Some people are in cafes and restaurants. Some people are working. Taxi drivers and police officers work at night. Many people are at home. This is the end of our day in the city. Oxford Read and Discover Level 2 Jobs. Introduction. What is a job? A job is the work that you do. A teacher does a job. A bus driver does a job too. Most people do jobs for money, but not all jobs are for money. What does a doctor do? Where does a farmer work? What jobs do you know?
Discover.
Now read and discover more about jobs. Chapter 1. Jobs. Some jobs are inside. These people are working in an office. They are using telephones and computers. Some jobs are outside. These people are making a new road. They have orange clothes so other people can see them. Some people work in the same place every day. Some people go to lots of places. Flight attendants work on planes. They help the passengers. Flight attendants wear a uniform so passengers can find them.
Discover.
Firefighters wear a uniform to protect their body. They can go into very, very hot buildings. Chapter 2. In the City. Cities are big and busy. Lots of people work in cities. People work in stores, parks, and libraries. Chefs work in restaurants. They cook the food. Many tourists go to cities. Tour guides work with tourists. They help tourists to learn about a city. When you are in a city, how can you go from a park to a library? Maybe you take a bus or a train. Bus drivers and train drivers are doing a job. In cities, there are lots of jobs for drivers. Chapter 3. In the countryside. In the countryside, many jobs are outside. Farmers work in the countryside. Some farmers keep animals, and some farmers grow crops. Rice, bananas, and olives are crops. Some farmers sell their animals or crops at a market. Some farmers sell their animals or crops to a store. That's how farmers make money. Some people catch fish and sell them. They go in boats to catch fish from the ocean. Miners work in mines under the ground. Their job is to find coal, metal, or other things.
Discover.
Some gold mines are more than 3 kilometers under the ground. Chapter 4. Making things. What other jobs are there? Lots of people make things. People use their hands to make some things. This man is making a pot. Many people work in factories. They use machines to make things. This woman is making ice creams. Some people make new homes, offices, and other buildings. They make the walls and the roof. Then they put in the doors and windows. It takes a long time to make a building. Some people make machines. They make the machines in planes, trains, cameras, cell phones, and lots of other things. Chapter 5. Helping people. We can help people at home. Parents help children, and young people help old people. These are jobs, but they are not for money. Some people help lots of people. Doctors and nurses help sick people. Teachers help children at school. Doctors, nurses, and teachers help us all. What do police officers do? Police officers help people. Firefighters and ambulance workers help people too. They all help people who are scared or sick or in danger. These workers can be in danger when they do their job.
Discover.
In Venice, in Italy, there are no roads. The firefighters go in boats. Chapter 6. Jobs with animals. Lots of people work with animals. Vets help sick animals. Some vets work on farms, and some vets work in zoos. Some vets work in animal parks. They help wild animals. These vets are helping pandas in an animal park. Some people help animals in danger. These people are washing a pelican. The pelican has oil on its body. The oil comes from a ship. Some people teach animals to do jobs. They teach guide dogs to help people who can't see. The dogs help the people on busy roads. Chapter 7. Jobs at night. You sleep at night, but some people do jobs at night. Many doctors and nurses work at night. Some stores and factories are open all night, so people have to work there. In the day, people buy lots of food from stores. At night, store workers put more food in the stores. These railway workers are working on train tracks. They work at night because there are no trains. It's too busy in the day. Cities are busy at night. People go out to meet friends or to see a movie. When they go home, they can take a taxi. Taxi drivers are busy at night. Chapter 8. More jobs. Do you like singing or dancing? Do you play music or do you play soccer? You can do these things at school or in your free time. Some people do these things for a job. That's how they make money. These soccer players are working. These musicians are working. They are playing instruments. People pay money to watch the musicians. These people are making a movie. The actors act in the movie. The camera operator uses the camera. The director tells them what to do. There are so many jobs. What job do you want to do?